Okay, so I am currently live on Facebook and on Instagram. And also, I am recording for my YouTube channel. And I just wanted to come on and do a quick live and share the importance or just the knowledge overall. I just wanted to share knowledge for those of you who are interested in really creating more for your life and really going after what it is that you desire for yourself, what it is that you see for yourself beyond the current state and circumstance that you are currently experiencing in this time space reality. So in the present moment. Um, so let's get into it. My name is Adetoro Majek. I am the owner and founder of the In Her Experience, which is an online platform catered to women who are looking to take their life and create the type of experiences and the type of inner and outer experience that it is that they want for themselves by doing the deep work. So I am a spiritual lifestyle coach. I focus on teaching women how to believe in themselves, how to go after what it is they want, and doing the deeper work of trusting who they are. Okay, so I am eating some chocolates while I'm on this live. This is one of my favorite chocolates. It's from this company called Honey Mama. So delicious. It's really simple ingredients. It's cacao, coconut oil, coconut flakes, and lavender and rose. Lavender essential oil, and I believe rose herb. Either way, it is so decadent and so delicious. So if you guys have if you have that brand, Honey Mamas, in your local grocery, it would be in your local Whole Foods. I 100% recommend that you pick some up because it is so delicious. And I don't know if you guys know, but cacao is a heart opener and it just supports you in dealing with heart issues, really connecting back to your femininity and to your womb as womb holders. So let's get into the topic. Really understanding your rights as a living being. So today I wanted to focus on what it means to live within your divine right, which is really just stepping into your God-given authority, your God-given inheritance, believing that whatever it is that you need will be provided for you. This is my story. This is the story of my life. Like whatever that I have ever needed that I could not materialize for myself through the typical means has always been provided for me. If I wanted to do something, God made it happen because I put the belief within me that this was something that I was deserving of receiving. This is something that I desired so strongly that was given to me. That was given to me through my desire, but not also given to me through my desire, but also given to me through means. Like I am someone who has difficulty always meeting my means out of my own physical efforts. But whenever I take it to God, whenever I take it to something greater than myself, and I'm going to talk about God because that's who I believe in. And this is for whoever or whatever you believe in, a higher power, the universe, your guides, your ancestors, those that you see those that spirit within your being that you call upon on to see through the most difficult times of your life, and not just the difficult times of your life, but also the most exciting times of your life. Whoever it is that you choose to, not who, but whatever it is that you choose to call God and pray to, has no other choice and has no other desire than to answer your call, even if that answer is a no. Sometimes the answer is a no, and it's not a no like we don't want this for you. It's a no like we have something better for you, or it's a no, not right now, or it's a no like this isn't the path or that's not the direction. There is a different direction and a different path. That has just been my journey. And yeah, so I just wanted to share with you, there have been things in my life that have not, that I could not do for myself, but when I gave it to source, when I gave it to a higher power, when I gave it to the spirit of God, I have seen my needs answered. I have seen my desires come to fruition. And it may not always be the way that you think it's supposed to come about, but at the end of the day, as long as it comes about, that is your means to an end. It was provided for you. It was given to you. You requested it. And you were able to receive the fruits of your labor and receive the fruits of your prayer, your intention, and your request. So yeah, I'm trying to think if I could give you anything specific. Just times that I didn't have financial stability, like I really trusted that God would come through and show up for me. And in those moments, I have never been let down. I have always been able to figure it out, not just figure it out, but be provided for in ways that didn't, I don't know how to explain this, but in ways where I didn't have to limit myself and cause more harm to my existence. And what I mean by that is I didn't have to push and I didn't have to force. I just allowed and I let things unfold. And as I let things unfold, people would show up for me, or situations would change around for me, or like things would be answered for me. I guess I could give you an example. So there was like, this was just recently, this was within the last year. There was a time, so most of you might know my situation where I lost my place a year ago. I think it was 2 years now. And I lost it due to a flood. And during this time, I had to go from Airbnb to Airbnb to Airbnb. And while I was doing that, I was not only not working, but I was also trying to look for a permanent place to stay. And my funds was getting low because I was using credit cards to fund my housing situation. So I was using credit cards to pay for Airbnb stays while I was also trying to find work and while I was also trying to find a permanent residency to live in. So during this time, I was getting closer to my whatever I had on my limit. It was getting to the end of the limit on my credit cards. And I went to go book one of the last 2 places that I would be staying. And I didn't even know it would be one of the last 2 places that I would be staying, but I went to go book this place, not knowing what the next step was going to be for me after I booked this one place. So I had left one Airbnb because it was so dirty and it was just not taken care of. So I ended my stay there and I decided that I would choose another place to live, choose another Airbnb to stay in. And I went to go book, and this Airbnb, this spot said that it was available, the dates were available, they were still an available location, like you could book with them. And so I chose the few days that I wanted to stay there, and it got successfully booked. And then literally as soon as I booked it, I got a message from the host saying that they no longer do Airbnb, so I can't come stay there. But I had nowhere else to go because I already ended my Airbnb stay where I currently was residing and booking my new place from. I just ended it because of how dirty that place was. And I had nowhere else to go. And then I'm getting this message saying that I can't come there. I can't do the stay that I just booked because they're no longer doing Airbnb, but their listing was available on the website, which just didn't make any sense. So I had no choice. I packed all my stuff, got into an Uber, a Lyft, and drove to that location that I had just booked because that doesn't make sense. What do you mean that you're not doing any more bookings or hostings when the dates were available and your listing was also available? So I get there and I knock on the door, and the person comes to the door and they wouldn't let me in. They're like, "I'm so sorry, but I don't know how this happened, but the listing's not supposed to be available on Airbnb." And I said, "I understand that, but I have nowhere else to go. And I already booked a few days with you." And she's like, "I know, but there's nowhere for you to stay. Like, my brother-in-law is currently staying in the room that you just booked. So there's no option for you to stay here with me." And she had to call Airbnb and let them know, like, she can't host me. And then I had to call Airbnb and let them know, like, this is not acceptable. I booked this place. I spent well over $200, and now I'm here, and the person is saying that they don't have anywhere for me to stay, and I have nowhere else to go. So something needs to be fixed. I need to be compensated, or something like that. So what happened was that she canceled the booking. So I didn't get charged for the booking, but now I'm abandoned and I'm homeless and I don't have anywhere to stay or anywhere else to go because one, I can't get back on the internet. There was no internet access for me to like find another place. And by this time, it's getting late in the evening. It's like going on 7 p.m. in the evening. And usually bookings are taken up by the evening, by 7 p.m., 9 p.m. at night. So I'm communicating with Airbnb, letting them know what happened. And they are saying that they can provide up to a certain amount for me to book my next listing. And we worked it out where I was able to book not only the amount that I paid for this stay, but then they gave me an additional amount to book according to what was available, because now like the amount that I had initially paid, like that amount was no longer available. There was only higher amounts of Airbnb listings. So now I couldn't afford what I had paid originally. I could only afford what was available, which was at least 3 to 4 times higher than what it is that I had originally booked. So they had to meet and compensate that difference. And I didn't have to come out of pocket. I didn't have to pay extra. I basically got comped maybe like a few nights stay. And at that time, I was running low on whatever was available on my credit limit. And I barely had any cash funds on me or in my account. And I was living off of credit card debt in order to survive for the few months that I was I forgot the word, but like dislocated, like anyway, for the few months that I didn't have a place to live, was what I was using in order to survive and in order to get back on my feet. And not knowing that I would need that at the time, not knowing that, well, I knew that I was starting to get low on my funds, but not knowing that the end was near, like the end of this situation was near, not knowing that that was going to be the second to the last place that I would stay, not knowing that financially, like I would find work and get back on my feet and that I would find a stable place to stay. Not too long after that was my miracle. It was my divine provision because it was what I was constantly praying and asking for. And so I think I just wanted to share this story and wanted to connect with you all and just let you know that as long as you don't give up easily and as long as you keep pursuing what it is that you know that you need and you know that you want, and it's something that is going to improve your life, improve your well-being, improve your health, improve the state of your existence, not to let go, because divinely, God is going to show up for you divinely. The energy of life will provide for you because you exist, because you are here. You will be taken care of. And as long as your heart is pure and your intentions are good, as long as you're coming from a place of love and a place of just wanting the best for who you are, everything is going to fall into alignment for you. Everything falls into place at the right time in the right way. And that is my experience of being divinely provided for, being able to state my request to the universe, to God, to the higher realms of existence, of spirit, and refusing to not back down from what I know I need, because I'm alive and I'm worthy of what it is that I'm pursuing. And I just wanted to give you this bit of insight in order for you to really do your best in not letting go of whatever you hope for yourself. I haven't let go of the fact that I want to create this intentional life of being a mother, of being a wife, and of being a business owner. And I'm constantly putting in the work. And I know that I have all of the fruits, all of the ingredients to make this beautiful recipe of a lifestyle and a life that I am so attracted to and so in love with, and that it's already in the works. It's already unfolding, and all I have to do is be consistent with it. And that's all I want to share with you guys, is just to be consistent with who you are and what you're desiring and what you want, and trust God, trust the journey, trust the process, trust yourself, and be willing to pay attention to the little moments, or to the little, there's this word that I'm missing, like these little nudges, or these little I can't think of the word, but they're answers. They're these little things that just keep you going. They keep you going, and they keep you on the path to reaching that final destination. So they're like little nudges, or, little answers, or like inspirations, or things that just pique your thought and tell you, oh, maybe I should do that, or maybe I should, you know, go after this, or maybe I should read this book. Everything in your life is for a reason, and it unfolds in a timely fashion. So yeah, so I'm just going to leave you with that, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for just sticking around and just being a part of my little community here on Facebook and on Instagram and on YouTube. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Take care.